Hello YouTube, this is Toasty Taco here. Today I'm going to be bringing you something a little different. So I'm going to show you how I get internet because I don't have an actual connection through a line, fiber, whatever. Um, and yes, this is perfectly legal as a disclaimer. I have read bylaws, all that. Perfectly legal. This works on any carrier on any Android device above 4.0. Yeah, I don't have Windows Firewall on. Um, so the program I use is called EasyTether. So what it does is basically use your phone as a 4G LTE radio to the tower. And what it basically does is bypass the network monitoring that your carrier puts in place for your hotspot, your physical tethering that is traditionally on a Android device above Android 4.0, and depending on your distribution of device, and it also bypasses your general network data usage. So what it does is basically have a direct connection, and you're basically a VPN. So it backdoors your way around network monitoring. So if you look at your phone, so say for example, I was using maybe 200, 300 gigabytes when I first got unlimited data through Verizon, but that was my first month, and not just so we have multiple phones in our house and a hotspot, and we use it for home Wi-Fi. We used to. I mean, I don't anymore, but you have a 15 gig cutoff, but that was not your first month. My first month, I downloaded maybe 300 gigabytes of data, um, but that is not after that first month where they make it seem like it's unlimited, then you get throttled. So I got kind of fed up with that because I couldn't play online stuff very easily with my friends. I couldn't even stream Spotify. Um, so I got fed up with that because I blew through 15 gigs because I do digital design work, and I had to upload that to a cloud to be accessed for certain reasons. Um, But yeah, I blew through that, and it doesn't take long. So what I do is, and disclaimer, this can have problem. You can run into problems. So if I go into device manager, you'll see there's the Android device ADB interface. That is necessary. So I've installed the Android debugging software stuff across my computer. And I've tried this on other computers, and it says it just works out of the box if you download the EasyTether thing, but it doesn't because of the Android debugging. So if you try it and you run into problems, go download the Android debugging. Actually, you can just download the Android. I don't remember what it is. Android ADB. If you just download the ADB driver or the Android Studio, that should cover that problem. I think I've downloaded the driver for some other reason. I don't remember. But I am getting, if I do a speed test real quick, I think the most I've gotten is maybe a 50 gigabyte download speed, but I can check and see what my highest one is, and I can tell you guys. But it's actually, you see, I'm getting a decent amount connection, and it tells you I'm over Verizon, and it's actually pretty decent. I mean, that works pretty well. Now, sometimes if you get like a 2-3 gigabyte connection, sorry, you want to just unplug the phone, stop the client, restart it, and you just redo it on your computer too. Maybe even shut down your computer and restart it. That worked for me a couple times. So EasyTether is a paid program. There is a light version, but there are certain masking IPs, not IPs, but mask programs you have to run, like the WinUSB and that's only because some carriers block this kind of data connection. And in that case, you would want to get the paid version. There may be APKs out there for the unlocked version. I don't know how trustworthy those are, but yeah, those are, you can get pretty good. So if you look, the most I've gotten is 60.3 megabytes per second, megabits per second. Sorry, which there's a difference if you don't know, but yeah, that's actually really good. So if you guys are like me and are out in the middle of nowhere, don't have an actual internet connection. We used to have satellite internet so bad. Don't get it. You would rather be limited to an actual data limit than have to get satellite. Never get satellite. Garbage. I hate it. I hated it. Couldn't do anything. You couldn't even do Google Docs. So moving on from that, say for example you have a server computer or whatever in your house, and you want to do something like this and share your connection. One thing I will warn you is that even though you have a 60 megabit per second connection, sometimes your bandwidth is not able to do it that well. I'm trying to set up a Chromecast thing right now, and it's having some bandwidth issues. Still trying to work those out. But it's yeah, that's some of the problems you may run into. I have gotten into work to share it throughout a router. So I'm gonna open Network and Sharing Center and show you guys what I do. So the router that I use, I can show it to you guys. It's a network, right? So it's a WNDR 3400, and that is a Netgear router. Pretty decent. It's older. I'm looking to get a new router, probably at Nighthawk or something. Some with gigabit. But some I'll show you right now. So you see I have a virtual Ethernet connection right here. Well, if you notice, it says shared. So basically what I can do is if you go to properties, and you do have to have admin for this. If you have a computer that doesn't have admin, then either can contact your network admin, or you won't be able to do this. There are backdoors, but I can go into that another time. But basically what I'll do is you'll click, I'll just open up like Ethernet 3 and do it. If I go into here, you do allow, I'll select the Ethernet I want to share it to, or Wi-Fi. It does not work with sharing to Wi-Fi. So say for example you have a connection like you have a hotspot up and you want to share that, but you can't connect it physically to your computer. If you were to right click on that connection and do shared, you can share it with an Ethernet connection through a router, and that would work. So one very important part of this networking piece is your ports that you use. So the actual port that you need to use to access the internet through the router, because you can share the connection, it just won't be online, is port 80. So usually in your services on your advanced settings in here on your sharing tab, it'll have 1706. That is the service you want to click. And there are other services that you may want to choose based on your application, and you can Google those. You just look up the port used, and Windows 7 actually labels them, but I don't know what they all are right now. So you can look those up, but you can also customize your own if you have like a proprietary thing that you want to get on that is maybe local or something that you've set up. But other than that, that's basically how you share your connection throughout a router. We'll mostly get a connection, and this is completely legal. I've done my research on this. But yeah, that's basically how you share your connection and get Wi-Fi. Once again, completely legal. If you guys don't have access to an internet connection currently, have Verizon. I love the network. Maybe a little on the expensive side, but completely worth it. Available almost everywhere. Sprint, I honestly would not highly recommend, especially if you live out in the middle of nowhere like I do. Um, you have no connection because Verizon has bigger infrastructure. You want a quality network, fast speeds, 4G LTE, basically wherever you go, get Verizon. Not sponsored, but just saying, it's a better choice. But if you guys have any questions about this, maybe any troubleshooting, just put it down in the comments, and I can help you with that. I'm still trying to work with it. I'm getting a actual server set up at my house. I have an old Cummins server I'm setting up to be a NAS unit or a network hub. So probably gonna do something with that eventually. Probably going to do some 3D design tutorials, gameplay, whatever. I don't know. I'll get into it. Gotta find some content. Probably some tech review because I'm planning on getting some tech soon enough. Like some new stuff. I'll probably review that. But other than that, just tell me, just like, comment, tell me what you guys think I should change, maybe add, whatever. Still trying to start up this channel, make it good. So tell me what you guys want to see, and thanks, guys.